Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another night of Counter-Strike here at EPE. Sorry for the delay. We're in it already. Round one already done. We're in round two. And, yeah, we're just going to jump right into it. I'm here with Uber, observing his oboe, and we're going to get right into the round.
Good to be here. Looks like bots, first round on the board. Operate now on site, bomb planted, 3v5. It'll be a tough retake for the CTs here. A lot of work to do. Now taking the kill. CTs go down one by one as now party goes down. And good hold by the T's there. It's now 1-1, even score.
Yeah, that's wild. Looks like Protocol Droids started in with the first round win on the pistol round, only to lose it when the Kegshots did a classic Rush B.
That B rush, I'm gonna tell you, that's always in the back pocket. As now CT's in a safe situation here. Rushing up mid as 5. Drive by in a good position to take him down. Taking down 2. And Hop's just gonna clean up the round as now. But into next round with a pretty good buy.
It's really a kick to the economy, though, when you win the pistol and lose the follow-up round as CTs. It hurts badly. It takes a number of rounds before you kind of really recover. Looks like they're opting to do a half buy here.
Yeah, half buy, some Deagles, MP9. So this is still a dangerous buy from the bots here. So looks like they're playing some normal positions. Zippy, as you can see, in towards the lower. Gonna take some contact here. Take one down. Gonna take him down. 4v4 now as... And those Deagles are dangerous. Cannot count them out. T's spread all across the map, just kind of feeling it out. Kind of group for a B, but it looks like they're still making up their decision right now. Now silence around the map, trying to keep these CTs guessing as Util goes in towards B. Door and window smoke as the execute is going to come in, and this Deagle has a lot of work to do. Goes down. Kills traded. 1v3 now. Oh, could catch P off guard here, but just has no idea. He might opt to save this MP9 now. It's good on the bots to get at least 2 T's down. That's some econ damage there. And I'm kind of interested because I believe they're playing on the newer update today, which actually changed reloads. Instead of having bullets in reserve, you have magazines, and then whenever you spray, whenever you reload, you actually lose the magazines. So I'm interested to see if we might see a bit of an awkward exchange from that update here. Now Skyline just able to take one down as a bit of an awkward exchange there, but able to survive and keep the MP9 into the next round.
I did not have a chance yet to play with the update, and that can really influence. I've played games before that were more, magazine-based instead of ammo-based, and I don't know. Really weird things happen.
Yeah, as you can see that up, 15 rounds in total, so, I mean, hard to spray through smokes with that op. Gonna have to be a lot more. So you're taking contact there. He's off to take mid, try and go for a mid play 0, just taking Crockeybot down. Just smoke not complete covering, just saw the tip of his head taking it off. Now in towards the 5v4, the T is not able to progress up that cat. Had to re-smoke. Now they prepare this cat push with 3 people. That long player gonna be late trying to catch a timing. I'll smoke it off. That's gonna delay him. don't think it hit completely. Oh, gets taken down. Drive by. 3v5 now. A bit awkward for T's now as they might opt to go back down lower. Mid to be smoke. Gunfight on Cat. Joe wins it. CT just caught unaware. So this is very awkward for the T's in 25 seconds. As Fit gets a kill, they have to go A. They have to go quickly. Salty on the Cat angle. Takes contact. Gets taken down. With the shot. 3v2 now. T's on site. Now what was awkward for the T's becomes tough retake for the CTs is Zippy into the angle. Gel takes contact. Head taken off. 3v2 now. CTs have got to get going if you want to have any chance of winning this. Looks like that CT player is opting to save, not moving up. Oh, the ops gets taken down. I don't know if I like that retake necessarily because your Cat player is fighting and the ops kind of towards CT, not really moving forward, just waiting for a peek. You kind of have to make a decision as to there.
I think sometimes we get into the mentality that we had it. It was so close. There was only like, what, 20 seconds left when the bomb was planted, and you really don't want to give up the round at that point, especially when you're already losing rounds. So maybe there's a little bit of a psychological factor.
Yeah, I agree. CT's once again in towards lower. They seem to love this contact lower so far throughout this game. So a lot of T's in towards lower. At some point they're going to take this contact here. Two CT's fighting in towards this lower position. Kills exchanged. On this Cat player. Not aimed for this. Not able to hit the shot. 3v4 now with Deegs. Wanted to get a flank from long, but gets taken down. Just leaves Zero and Selchi. In towards this B hit. Only a P250 to his name. Might just shift right into these three T's right here. Still going out. Trying to take contact. As he gets taken down. Zero would have to hit 4 nice headshots here. Gets burned alive for his trouble. 5-1 now. It hasn't felt very dominant from the T's so far, but it just seems like the economy for the CTs has just not been in a good place this entire game.
We'll see if that's a factor here. Zippy and Zero both on ops. They should be able to make something happen. Holding the line here. If they can't, then maybe Kegshots just really are in a dominant fashion right now. Oh.
Drive by, just, living up to his name right there with that lower peak as gets taken down. And, hey, those double ops are going to play a big factor into this round. 4v4 as T's creep up towards long. The op has to be the one to do most of the work here. Creeping out. Zero takes one down. Skyland takes down Jello in mid. 4v2 now. Very awkward for the T's. Looks like they'll rotate towards mid. Again, another kill with the op. This is Dust 2 big op map, so they're doing exactly what they should be here on the CT side right now. I'm just able to clean up the round.
That was much better teamwork by Protocol Droids. Much, much better. They lost the first battle, and yet the op was there, very aggressive to take the trade. I actually really liked how they played. Protocol Droids is actually number 2 in the league, if I'm not mistaken, in this division. I think their record is 10-6, 31 round differential. They're very good on paper. A lot of their players are, um, in fact, every single player has a rating of 1.0 or higher, with Skyline leading it at 1.38. So it's you kind of expect to see a lot from them. They're playing the number 3 team, but you kind of expect to see more rounds to go like that. So what I'm expecting from here going out is that they just needed to warm up a little bit. I actually think they're going to do really well in these next couple rounds, and then they're going to be doing a lot better.
You know, as an op player, like your job is to take difficult fights that would be difficult for a rifle, keep map control for your team. So one of the great things about an op is you can take a pot shot as Zera goes down. You can take a pot shot, back up into a new position. It's very low risk, and so especially on a map like Dust, it's very rewarding if you're able to hit those shots. So in towards a 5-4 favoring the T's as Zippy takes contact in towards mid. He's fighting on this mid door. Very awkward for him. He backs up towards B. Fight's happening on Cat as well. So it looks like they might be gearing up for a B take. Looks like they might creep out of this mid door. Salchi. And I believe that might be Skyline. Have the fit. Yup. As he gets taken down, Salchi left on site, the sole CT defender. Not aware of the split there. Gets taken down. 2v5, and there's not much you can do, unfortunately. Looks like the CT's
I think Kegshots came to play. They are bringing their A game. The entries are really just fire right now. They're doing such a good job at coming in there and taking an aggressive play, and they don't fall apart if they don't get the first entry either. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult, where you go for the shot and you don't get it, and you overstay your welcome, or you just have to give it up. No, they really know how to bully a position and take it. This is starting to look a little bit more dominant. 6-2, the double op setup has fallen, but they do get Protocol Droids do get to keep one op going into the next round. So all is not lost. They get to reassess, and in fact, right now it might be a good idea to call a timeout if you're Protocol Droids.
I definitely agree with the timeout. I think timeouts are underutilized 100% even in professional play. So it looks like they won't opt to use one. Perhaps we might see one later on if the score does get a little bit worse. But so we see the op coming out for Hop towards long Crocky bot. Gonna get in towards blue. Good space taking long there. Now, there's actually a CT push in towards this Tun's position. Big flank incoming. It's now Salchi. 2 T's unaware. You see both. 2 taken down. Big flank for the CTs there. And that's kind of how you have to take the round into your own hands. Make an aggressive move with your teammate. It's now the 3 remaining T's in towards this long position. Cross smoke goes down. Slowly creeping here. Gallon takes one down. Rocky bot pushing up towards his grand position. Gets taken down by Zippy. Op still alive. Gets behind. We're getting flanked. There's at the op. Good decision there. They were playing double op. They could have used that. That gets taken down, yeah. Just can't get the op either.
That was the first major flub I think I've seen in the entire match by Kegshots. That one missed shot when the guy came through the smoke, completely caught them unprepared. Other than that, I mean, honestly, Kegshots this does not appear to be. So to be clear, this is our Nova tier. So obviously they know how to play, but this looks like they're playing at a much higher level than what I would have expected.
And hey, good on bot last round. Just take an aggressive push, take the round in your own hands. Win the round purely off of that one aggressive move. And now for the rest of the match, like Hop has to be aware of this tunnels push. And the CTs have been abusing lower, putting people in lower, and then after that upper push, they're gonna be looking for flanks, and they're gonna be putting resources probably towards this tunnels position now. So lining up the utility for this B execute. Rockybot already pushed up, gonna get taken down. Tried to make an aggressive play. And no one there to trade him, unfortunately.
Artie's taking an aggressive push near long, taking a little bit of space.
I mean, for this Hop team, I don't even think they're really able to hit this B. These fits, I mean, they're gonna go 3 in, but they're not too close together. It's gonna be hard to trade. So they're able to get out. 2 taken down. Able to break the site that usual. Now for the CT's locked out of sight. Re-smoked. Even have a flank and fit. So it just seems like an impossible round for the CTs unless they're able to quickly break in the sight. Just clean them up from behind.
I think Protocol Droids was cooking a little too hard there. They had long, they had Cat, and they maybe were losing sight of mid, and they knew that there was somebody up at B. So I think they could have put it together that it was going to be a B execute a little bit sooner than they did. 2 players on B not able to get any kills, very unfortunate for them.
Drive-by actually able to hit someone through that mid door through the cross. Good shot from him as he's now just getting control of mid and lower. For the CTs, you kind of want these last 2 rounds just try and make it a little bit easier on the FT, give you some opportunity to make some mistakes as smoke gets blown open, not able to see anyone, gets taken down. These double ops haven't been able to do as much work as probably should be doing, but Rockybot able to get a kill long. 3v5 now, Zera has a lot of work to do. Gets taken down 2v5. Smoked out, and I mean, this is next to impossible for the CTs. Looks like, yeah, Skyline opting to save. For the T's, just these duels are going their way. They're fighting a lot in towards that mid, that opper, and they're able to win that fight with the op, and then they're just able to crack open so many possibilities after that initial fight. So now it's going to be an 8-3 scoreline. See if the CT's offer do anything different here. Skyline gets taken down the save party in a bit of an awkward position now because CTs are surrounding him. They don't see him. Takes 2 down, but taken down by the 3rd. Now the economy for the CTs isn't great. You see double scouts coming out.
Yeah, this isn't looking very good for the Protocol Droids here on this round with that type of buy. I know you got to do what you got to do in the last round. You just got to make it work. And it's also possible that they went into this knowing that their CT side was going to be a little bit weaker than their T side. It's always possible teams steamroll when they have their plans put together and they got the utility set up and their executes are crisp. I think that's the only thing we can hope for for the next half to be something a little bit more special. You just got to hold the line here now. Kegshots, on the other hand, looking to just press that lead.
Yeah, if you're Hop, you want that 9-3. You want to feel confident going into your CT app. I want to say this is the side. Salchi able to take him down with the Floss. Kills exchange on long. Left on 6 health here. Beneficial exchange for the T's here is you still have those 2 scouts roaming around. T's in towards that taxi position. One in towards tons. Zippy goes looking for information here. I mean, good stall from the T's so far, just denying any information. So 6 health player is going to have to headshot these T's immediately. Gets flashed off the angle. They know he's here. Gets taken down. Now Joe activating on that flank. We've seen this a couple times from Hop. Player on the opposite side, flank after the contact is made.
And he knows. Look at that. They're falling back. They're rotating back to B because he's made the call.
Wow, in a great position here. Even saw him drop down as the info. But that Tons player, he knows, he hears them. Takes one down. Unable to take down the second, but now they have the information. They have another guy lower. Oh, okay. All right. Well, Hop taking their 9th round. 9-3 scoreline. Pretty confidently for Hop here.
Yeah, this is really bad to have this much weight on the pistol round, but if you can win T-side pistol, it's protocol droids, you're back in it, and you can start making decisions that put the battle where you want it to be. You can start calling the shots a little bit here.
All right, we'll see. Looks like 5 long here. Gets flashes going out. Crockeybot immediately seeds it. Good idea. It's not Crockeybot is actually the only one in towards this A position, but looks like the rest of the team is quickly activating. Smoke comes in towards that cross position. CT's in for a big retake, 5-on-5 retake here. Salchi gets taken down. Exchange, Crockeybot. He's going down 1 by 1, 2v2. Kill down. Just the dualies. Drive-by goes down. Good round there. Good take. And you know, it's very fortunate for Bot that they didn't decide to go B because they had 2 people pushing that lower position. So they made the right choice there.
Yeah, makes you wonder. Makes you wonder though, did they study their team's demos, or excuse me, their opponent's demos, and decide that that's what they were going to do based on that little counter stratting maybe, or did they just get a little bit fortunate?
Maybe. Could definitely be the case, yeah, that they like to kind of crunch that B in that pistol round, because going out B now are the bots. Now and out towards mid. They are aware of this. I think, yeah, gets taken down by Blurryface and pushing towards this lower. Zippy gets taken down. This gets a bit awkward for the T's now. So that's a Mac and a rifle on the CTs. They have to wait behind that smoke for the Tons players. He's exchanged. They're gonna win it. They gotta go, but looks like they might opt to save that AK instead. Good hold there from Bot. And Hop bringing an AK into the next round. And probably gonna full buy off the back of that.
Yeah, I
Attack
think
timeout for bot.
Kegshots doing pretty well now economically. I think, like you said, you can buy. You have an AK. This is pretty good. Maybe not. You have an op or something like that. I don't know how they feel about it right now. Probably good just to feel them out with the rifles.
It's
But it
seeming like
looks.
I'm seeing bot do a lot of like 5-man, quick hits. So I'm liking that strategy so far. I'm hoping that they try and do maybe a default here. Just kind of feel out the map, control the space. We'll see as we resume play.
I think they have to rely on the teamwork though, because I mean, Brewery just has some shooters here.
100%. We've been seeing it for the past 14 rounds. Bot's also opts for the scout here. Three in towards this Tun's position. Looks like it's going to be another B hit. Shell, the only person on site, able to get the smoke down at a delay. Kind of an awkward smoke. Kind of giving the sight. Zippy takes one down with the scout. Good kill, but we're just able to find him there as he tries to get him to rotate. Not Jello, kills exchange on the B side. Player face able to get in sight. Gets taken down. Now the T's have cracked this B site. It would be a 3v2 retake here. We'll see smokes everywhere. Might opt to save it. Unless the T's decide to peek that. It's gonna be a save coming out from Hop, and that's 3 rounds in a row for this bot side. Good recovery from them.
Yeah, this is looking a little bit more like a game. It's looking a little bit more like what we expected from Protocol Droids. I think that they're okay for now. Like, I don't think they're panicking. I think they're feeling a little bit good. Momentum is starting to shift. And it's always more dangerous for the team that's losing the momentum than it is for the team gaining the momentum, as long as there are enough rounds left to make mistakes.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, big momentum swing for the bots here. As on paper, they are above this Hop team. So we take another attack. As it looks like Zippy disconnects from the game.
It's unfortunate that they're using their timeouts for tech issues rather than, well, I don't know, maybe they're doing both, but it's unfortunate that they're not taking them for tactical purposes, because I think they could probably benefit from that.
I mean, if I had all the momentum, I'd kind of feel like I'm icing myself out too.
Exactly.
But we'll see.
Yeah. You'd want to see
There's-
more of the timeouts when they're not doing so well on the CT side.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. As Zippy actually the one with the scout last round, getting a big pick onto that A site.
If I'm not mistaken, the roster notes have Zippy marked down as their entry. So I was kind of curious seeing him pick up the scout here.
So, if you're an entry, you have to know all the angles. You have to know, where any, CT can be at any point. So, I mean, hey, just good crosshair placement, just able to make a slight adjustment, take out his head. Zippy picking up the op this round too. Just 2 CTs opt to take this cat control. Talking about sitting towards the smoke. It's a bit of a half buy coming out from the CTs. FAMAS, op, MP9. See what they're able to do with it. That's just fighting in towards this mid using a lot of util. Looks like contact going to be taking towards his cat position. Slowly creeping up here. Flashed off the angle. Joe has to go back. Able to smoke it off. Util coming in towards cat. Thought that nade would do a lot more. It's like 1 damage to 2 people. Oh, looks like they might opt to do mid to B here. Yep, running out towards mid, these T's, but there's a big flank from Blurry Face. He has the MP9. So now the CT's just able to collapse in on this mid push, and Zippy able to take a couple down, has the up. Even though it's surrounded from all sides. Rockybot able to take him down. And this has been happening for a lot of the game. We've been seeing these big flanks come out from Hop, and Bot are just unaware.
Yeah, the big flanks they're gonna get you if you don't watch for it, and I think that's why a lot of teams, certainly in the professional scene, they really try to get their timings right as to when they start and stop watching the flank. It'll get you if you're not paying attention.
That is the benefit to playing a more default style where you're kind of spread across the map, which is you can pick out those aggressive flanks a bit easier. Whereas if you're playing kind of like Bot, which is kind of 5 towards a given position, and then maybe one person like in towards maybe a mid or tunnels, those flanks can definitely win rounds off the back of that.
Yeah, it's a little bit dangerous though because the info would be right there for them. Oh, nice shot.
Just taking down Croctybot. The only person left on this long position gets taken down. Jello with the op. Goes back to 6th position. So 4 T's. Jello taken down 2v4, and now really difficult retake here, as it looks like they're gonna just opt to play exits and save.
How much do you think the change to the reloading is affecting both these teams, either for real, like in terms of the practical consideration, how much do you think is affecting them mentally, being worried about running out of ammo?
Both teams have had big rounds, so I haven't seen like an awkward reload exchange just yet. I think maybe if it's affecting anything, maybe you're spraying through smokes a bit less, trying to keep track of that ammo count more, but I'm seeing positioning matter a lot in this game. And I don't think it's the shooting as much as where people are on the map and where they're pushing.
I don't know if I like the idea that the magazine, if I'm reading this correctly, the entire magazine that you reloaded, that you're taking out in the reload, is discarded completely. And I kind of would think maybe it should just be rotated into the back, so you could keep cycling through your magazines. You never really discard them unless they're empty.
I did see that suggestion as well. We'll have to see how this change plays out. As it's taking down this long position, Blurry Face gets another.
Oh no!
Just gets completely taken down.
You got napalm.
It was bad, but I mean, hey, was able to live for a while as big smoke spray down by Fit here. And 3v1 now, and I mean, for bots, you kind of have to wonder what happened in that round. It seems like we're clawing it back, but so big 1v2 here. This one down, gets taken down.
That was like very close.
The X factor there was the guy being able to cross the pit, and he just survived for a while. They weren't able to go out immediately, and then they just CT after CT takes him down.
That double spray down through the smoke. Well, he wasn't scared to spray. Ammo or no, he's going to do it. And he got 2. Good for him.
Can't believe they'd update Counter-Strike. Cannot believe it.
Well, it's reminding me of... I don't know if you guys ever played the old Rainbow Six way before Siege. There was a game called... literally Rainbow Six, and its sequel, Rogue Spear. And those games had the magazines that you'd cycle. So they didn't do things based on ammo, but based on the actual magazines. Nice shot by Fit.
Yeah, it just seems like this long position is not working out for this bots team, as they're spread all across this map in a sort of default. And not a lot of trade potential here, but Zippy takes one down. Because now you have someone long, you have someone mid, you have someone in tons. Someone has to make a aggressive play here as Celchi takes down Drive-By. There you go.
They can take B now. Do they have a smoke, though? Oh, no,
No.
they don't have it.
No smoke, and this round might collapse for Fox. Zippy able to just clean him up and, you know, loose default, people across the maps. Someone makes an aggressive move, wins it.
You've got to give so much credit to Zippy for pulling that back, getting the first kill mid, and then cleaning up house there in the mid section there, CT. The real problem is they should have taken the bomb safely. They should have gone through lower to upper. Maybe there was some miscommunication, or maybe they just thought they didn't have time. I don't know what that was. That was dangerous. They've got to be sighing a huge sigh of relief.
They definitely thought they could cross it because they had someone crossed over, so they're just like, we don't have time. We have to go. Now in towards this lower, Crocubot able to take one down. 5v4. 3v4 now is just an MP7 on the CT side.
That's a lot of faith Zippy had in his teammate not to turn away on the angle, just letting himself get sprayed down.
That was definitely a big Zippy round last round. And credit to him for making that aggressive move, putting the round in his hands and winning in the Skyline now, just able to clean up Fit. Second fight onto this AK gets taken down. If you're Drive-By, you want this AK going into this next round. So 2 AKs. And this is a good setup here for Hop going into this next round.
These games are definitely the most volatile when you are dominant on the first half and can't make anything happen really on the second half. And
I mean, the Econ, especially Fatigues, isn't great, so this is close.
And it does make you wonder if they're just deciding to not spray through smokes as much, but like, I don't know. I haven't really seen that play out. I haven't seen a case where it's like, oh, that really for sure would have been a smoke kill, you know, too many times. So I don't know if that's really impacting the game at all. Can we just pay attention to the Fitz scoreline? 22-9. He is having a monster game right now. Look at those stats. 106 ADR. 111 utility damage.
We've seen a lot of multi-kills out from Fit today. A lot of big flanks too. So
Look
he's
at
been making big plays today.
Sorry, look at those flashes too when we get a chance later on. 27 flashes from the teammates. Blurry face. 27, Crocubot 20. So Fitz doing the killing and his teammates are doing the flashing.
We've seen a lot of people get flashed off that cat position too, so it just seems like good team play coming out from Hop. And you know, bots, I think they just have really good trading as Zippy takes one down and towards this tunnel position.
Oh no.
And that's not really what you want to see from your best player right now as he gets taken down.
Oh, the leg.
Jello. Big leg there. Still trying to cross, but it doesn't cover completely. It's not Drive-By. We'll take down Skyline. 2v4. Still going in towards this B. Drive-By spots one out. Zero able to take him out. It's not, ooh. Running towards that door position, trying to smoke it out, and gets taken down. Now Zero in towards a 1v3. He has the smoke to delay a bit, but this is going to be really difficult. So it looks like he's going to try and play this sneaky angle here. Gets flashed. Flashed again. Takes one down.
There was a chance there. If he got the second kill, I really think he could have gotten the third right there.
Yeah, it was just the smoking off the door.
Yeah, sometimes in a 1v3 you just have to make something happen, but then that's the problem is because the other team knows that that's a possibility and they're really watching the window. So there's not really, you either push or you hold, and if you hold, you're at their mercy for when they're going to throw the utility over. It's a really tough position. You can't really expect him to win it, but you can expect him to put up a huge fight, which he did.
So now the CT's on this match point here as Galil and Deagle coming out for his tees. Gonna have to get deep into the bag to pull this one out. See as they go in for this mid control. A couple of tees out towards this long position. Don't have an op, so it's going to be difficult for them to get picks here as Jello pulling out the nade gets taken down. Fit gets taken down. As now no one in towards this A site now. If Zippy gets taken down, that would actually make this retake doable.
I'm liking this aggressive op that Zippy's playing here.
Just want to hit some through the box. CTs looks like they're just opting to save this here. Good decision from them. Their recon's not great. It's now 12-10 scoreline off the back of Jello and Fit going down there. Good take from the tees. So Salchi might be caught unaware in that lower position. Yeah, gets taken down.
Terrorists win.
12-10 scoreline.
There we go. Finally, a tactical timeout called probably, I hope, for tactical reasons. It looks like Kegshots can't do the full buy, or can they? No, I guess they can if Crocky, but yeah, so they're buying for each other. This is probably the make it or break it round right here. If Kegshots pulls this off, they win. If they don't win this round, their economy is going to be absolute trash for the final round, and Protocol Droids are probably going to overtime. So much is resting on this round right here.
Yeah, let's look to see after this tack if maybe they play it a bit more aggressive, send two maybe in towards tons, towards long. Or
I'd
if they
love to
opt
see that.
just default. Let's see.
I'd love to see them get aggressive and try to make it happen. Go out and seize the moment.
Two in towards long, come out. Zippy gets taken down. Skyline takes one down. Yeah, in towards long with some flashes to assist, but just teammates isolated and two CTs go down on this long position. Now 4v2. And if you're Hop, kind of locked out of this A site. In fact, they maybe even be considering a save here.
Yeah, I think they are saving.
Yeah, that's another save from Hop right there. So into the next round, if they don't get taken down, they be Brian, Op, and an M4. Blurry can buy for himself, and then it's looking like Crockybot and Fit.
You might even have to.
Mine.
I mean, what do you think? Hunt or not? Protocol Droids. Do you hunt them to try to take the guns away?
I think you hunt here. I think you do hunt here. If you know they have the op.
Worried. Our producer says no. That's the problem.
No,
it's a double-edged sword. Because if you go out and you lose those guns, if you lose those AKs on T side, you cannot really fully buy. But on the other hand, you have to face Jello and Drive-By with an op and an M4.
Terrorists win.
I don't disagree with this, but I just think it's clearly, hopefully it's a calculated risk. Hopefully they at least know there's another op. One can hunt, our producer says.
Well, I would. If I was on Face It in a pub, I'd be hunting that.
Of course. That's exactly how it works in a pug. Yeah, you just go for it. You full send it.
So Crockybot looks to be flanking. What was this? Oh, lower position, two fighting. Quick kill, and it looks like that aggression that we were talking about comes out once again. This Hop side. Nate coming in. 5v4. This is a good position for the CTs as now Skylink gets taken down. Fit looking for more. But still around this top mid position.
getting flanked
Yeah.
here. This is awful. Oh, they don't know.
Even if Crocubot doesn't know, yeah, he's gonna know now. He's gonna hit that flank. But Party taking 2 down doesn't know that there's gonna be someone quick along behind him. It's now 2v2 for 0 Salchi.
Bomb has been planted.
And hey, fit right now 24 and 12. If you want anyone doing a retake, it has to be him. Fumbles with the nade a bit. So takes him down. OT looking likely here in the 1v2, but if anyone, it's fit. 1v2 now. 0 with the op. Takes him down. And we're going overtime.
Overtime it
Cinema.
is. Oh, this is so good. This is it. 9-3, 3-9, back and forth. This is why they're the number 2 and number 3 team in the tier.
Now even keel, this is going to be a back and forth as tactical timeout coming from bots, which is a good time to take attack. I like that. I mean, bot at the half, it was 9-3, so they've been winning a lot of these T rounds here. Let's hope they have a good back pocket strategy lined up for this overtime.
Yeah, it might really come down to which team figures out how to play CT side the most effectively to put it down here and to win. I mean, at least you got to get 2 rounds on CT side to really make it, you know, a definitive statement.
If they time out just to call a rush B, I'd be really happy. So it looks like these CTs aggressing towards this mid position. 0 gonna see them. It's a lot of space and info. But it's a little awkward. You don't want to linger out in that mid for too long. You have to alert lower. It's not Blurfer. He's gonna take Zippy down. Salchi knows, he sees the tip of the barrel. But oh, not able. Yeah. Tough fight there. Spotted out. So, ooh. Able to crack on this B position off of this CT aggression. This is going to be a tough retake.
Bomb has been planted.
I don't think they're going to save this. No way.
They want to go for it. They really want this.
On the other side, really long rotate, and he might even get spotted out by this lower guy if he doesn't. First able to take down Party. 1 man left on site. Let's take him down. Oh, he knows. No, he doesn't. Might hear him. Crocubot able to take one down. So able to close out the round, and what a brawl there.
Yeah, down to a single man. That's the way it's going to go. These teams are not going to want to relinquish a single round. And I think that's going to result in, especially with the money you've got in overtime, a lot of people aren't going to save. They're not going to, I mean, the only change they're going to make, CTs will probably not buy helmets because they're expecting AKs.
I like the aggression from Hop. I just think they kept too many people in mid for too long, and it just allowed the T's to just walk into that B site for free. So Jello affecting his cat position. 3 people on cat here. No one posted long. You do have a person from A watching it. So it looks like it's gonna be execute here. Slowly grouping for this B execute. Just 1 man on site. Drive by. Have to get a multi here. Stall for as long as you can. Can't take anyone down as he whiffs. Oh, Crocubot goes down. It's now a 3v4 and a difficult retake for the CT side. Looks like they're gonna be flashed in here. Gonna have be some good flashes. Flashes already go out, but they're not even ready to go in yet. Able to take down Party. Backside up. Gets taken down. Salty. Last man. Able to get 1. Has to fight the op. Takes one down. 1v1. Man not on the bomb. He's not able to defuse it. And Salchi takes 2 down to win the round for bot there.
Terrorists win.
That's the type of overtime stress you're expecting. I mean, what do you even do? You hold B site, you think you've got it, and all of a sudden the retake is coming in successful. Salchi's like, no, we're not going to do this 1v3. We're going to do it this time, and we're going to do it my way. He takes out 1 and 2. I love that. And I love also the fact that he was cognizant of, or just overall aware that the last player was not on the bomb. He didn't have to fight that. He did all the intel gathering he needed and got out.
Just no one looking towards that Tone's angle, just able to backstab two of these players, and I mean, rare misstep from this Kegshots team.
Fit with 27 kills, by the way. He is still playing well in overtime, despite the 2 rounds going in Protocol Droid's direction.
It had
Zippy!
big shot on the Fit too. And that might be 50 for bot if they're not able to. 0. Fight. Towards CT gets taken down. 3v5 now. Salchi. Kills just happening everywhere. All across the map. Crockeybot able to take down 1. Gets taken down. And that just leaves the op of Jello left. Take 2 down Zippy, who overheated a bit, just dropping at the CT. 3v1 now. And it looks like a complete T sweep for the bots here. Now taking contact, takes down Jello. Dominant T side from this bots team.
Yeah, this is not what I expected. When we started to see how dominant Kegshots was on their T side, I did not expect them to be faced with the same exact problem, not being able to hold CT angles against the dominant T side of their opponents. 9-3, 3-9. Now we're in overtime. Kegshots are fighting for their lives here on this one. I think they can do it though. I think the question I think really is going to come down to the mental game.
Still 2 sides here, really, and CT's just progress up, and Regan just get taken down in this, and it's the aggression right there that kind of kills
I respect
bots.
it. I mean, I do respect the push by Protocol Droids. Like, I do. I mean, they're just running up mid. Like, I kind of like it in the sense that it's offbeat, it's different, and if your opponents are thinking about trying to play something standard, they're not going to be expecting an overtime rush mid with rifles, right? But credit to Brewery for, like, thinking, like, hey, we really need to watch our angles. We can't just run around with our knives out.
You know what? The IGL was like, hey, got somewhere to be, rush mid, and it didn't work out. It was a bit of a brazen call. You have a couple rounds like this, so I don't hate it as a boost. Uses the shots, but Gorface actually getting hit through that smoke. Now for this pop side, I'm gonna throw that to B. Party takes down Jello. 0. Test here. 1. Not able to hit. Follow up. Skyline trying to hit. Tons of position. Good position for that. Almost repeat that 1 round. So, but able to survive with full health is now difficult retake for the CTs. 4v4. We'll see if they decide to go for it. They have some money to play with. Could. Crockeybot knows. He knows. Just has to be ready. Gets taken down. 3v2 now. Salchi takes 1 down. This is just it. Man, you want to see. Takes 2 down. Gets taken down. Is there enough time? Looks
I
like
think there is. He's got the kit.
Now bots able to close it out.
What a game. What an absolute game. Kegshots putting on the heat in the first half. It looked incredibly dominating, but their CT side was just not up for the task. Protocol Droids bring it to overtime and finish it 16-13. Fit, though, got to give him credit on Kegshots. 29 kills, almost dropped the big 3-0, trying to hold his team in it, almost pulled off the 1v3, I think it was at the end there. This was a game. This was an absolute wonderful game. Unfortunately, Kegshots drops their map choice. We have another map coming up. So I think we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to get into map 2, which will be the choice of Protocol Droids.
All right. Welcome in, everybody, to Entry Point Esports, bringing you action live from our Nova Division tonight. Map 2 of a BO2. Map 1 Dust 2, 16-3 in the favor of bots, Protocol Droids, and Kegshots tonight. And we got a bit of a taste of overtime last map, 16-3. As casting tonight, I'm Uber, and then my co-caster, Bible Clinger. So in towards this Mirage game, as bots bringing some momentum from last match. So it looks like we're going in towards this mid control. Gonna be a quick cat hit. Was able to hit that van jump. I can't hit that.
It's
So
hard.
impressed. Oh, Boyface gets flashed. I think from his teammate actually. But he's still able to take down Zippy. He's streaming onto the site. 3v4 now. Those exchange, kind of awkward for the T's. Oh, everyone whiffing shots right now. There goes down party. Left in a 1v4 and there's not enough bullets in the world to win that. Now Kegshots able to get a good pistol round off after losing OT last map.
Wonder if all the adrenaline from last map is wearing off in between first map and the break and coming into this pistol round.
They're not
Aim
used
is
to using pistols.
No, aim is a little bit shaky maybe at first. You kind of gotta take a breath, calm down, refocus, and be like, okay, new game. Gotta play it right.
A bot going in towards this mid again. Looks like they're gonna try and end this round quickly. See, maybe they go in towards the nectar. So, see on the stairs position, Fit taking one down. So, it's just gonna be business as usual. They're flanking from all sides, and I mentioned him there. Fit, big game last map, 29-18, I believe. So, we'll look to see him try and pop off again. So we have our first gun round of the game. Kegshots getting 2 rounds here, and maybe Kegshots is a CT team.
On Mirage, anything's possible.
100%. This map has been played to death more. So off the boost, Yellow gonna take down Skyline 5v4. So the T's don't have a lot of map control here, but they're gonna get in towards mid. Mid and lower. Looks like they might go for a connector play here. They have one smoke. They're gonna get delayed. So CT's just gonna stall here, not go for anything too aggressive. Just holding their positions. It's not gonna creep up towards this connector position of 0. Shots exchanged. 0. Oh. Aggressive dancing around. Spots out Crockeybot. Takes him down. 4v4. So, a bit awkward. In towards Sniper Jello. Might have heard the jump up. Looks away for a moment and gets taken down. This is the man you want, but just not gonna play. Unfortunately, is the T's there. Able to win some big gunfights and off that kind of connector position, just win the round.
Yeah, that was a crazy shot by Zero through the wall there. I know it's typical for teams to know that position, to shoot through it, but it's always fun to see.
And for the CTs, I mean, I guess you just need the info of that, 3 mid, 3 connector earlier, just so that you can kind of put people in better positions, so that maybe, they're not able to jump up 2 people into that sniper position. So now the T's grouping for A exec. Zippy takes down Blurry here. Rockybot set up in the slower position and might catch off one unaware, but it looks like Zippy's going to do the safe option. He's going to rotate all the way around to his teammate, says. CT. Red light gets flushed out, takes one down, gets taken down himself. Hit. Has to just stay alive here to make the retake doable. CTs are just locked out of his sight, and as soon as he smokes come down, it's going to be a bloodbath. Fit takes down one. Chill and Fit. They have to get a move on. 2v2. Flashing towards. Jello takes one down. Smoke on towards the bomb. Not able to stick the bomb there. Just trying to spray through the smoke and just gets sprayed through the smoke himself. And two on the board for both teams.
Yeah, I just can't help but feel that Kegshots had that retake. I think they really could have won that if they had played that just slightly differently. I think they got a little bit ahead of themselves.
I think he might have been able to stick it there. I don't hate the spray through the smoke either. You don't have a lot of options. I
think the first kill maybe could have, I don't know. I just think the first kill on that could have gone differently.
So, saving for the CTs. Just waiting for the T's, taking this map control, doing everything they should. He's slowly creeping up towards his apartments, but they don't know about the boosted player. Could get some kills here. They don't clear it. Knows they're on site. He's gonna plan it. He doesn't know. The player takes one down. Takes two down. Oh, it goes down, but good from that boosted position just to take down two there. Cause some disruption, but CTs just don't have a fast enough rotate to capitalize off of it, as now 5-7s in towards market. And Cat. It's gonna be really tough. The party takes 75 damage, and Rockybot goes down in that Cat position. Just gonna have to trade each other out if you're the CTs. See what they can do. Party takes one down. So now both CTs goes down, and a bit of struggle there on that site. We didn't clear out the boost, but able to clean it up, and third round on the board for bot. For Kegshots here. I'm wondering a little bit maybe what we can pick up as towards lower and just gonna get backstabbed, but able to actually get out. Nope, get sprayed through smoke. 3v4 now for these CTs. It just seems like they're dying really early, and they're just making the game a lot harder for themselves off these aggressive plays. It's not fit. Not gonna expect this peak. Takes the fight. Able to take Zippy down. 3v3 retake on this A side. It's fit now. Playing a little far back. Still in Cat. Able to catch one off guard. Now this retake is possible. Salchi the only one left. Not in a great position. Has a Molotov. Gets taken down. Spiderface, yeah, nothing you can do there. Might have it. I think he has it. He has it. Big defuse.
I don't know.
Wow. At the buzzer.
I just don't know if that could have been closer. How close do you have to be?
That is an unbelievable retake from Hop there. Credit to them. Face with a big clutch here. He's sitting on 7-3 right now. So that's a big motivation boost for this hop team as Jello takes one down, and this might be the momentum shift we've been waiting for. Blurface, big info play in towards this apartment. Might even catch the guy under if he's quick enough. Salchi able to get out this ramp position. Gets mollied out, and oh, whiffs the shot. But I mean, the T's don't have a lot of space here, and they're gonna get flanked from spawn, and now they're trapped. But they'll give it. Fit taking one down across the map. Now a bit of a weird flank here coming in from Party is now going to take Fit down, and you have a lot of places that you can go with this. CT's lucky, but from this cap position takes one down, and I don't know. Big flank there from the two CTs. It just seems like bot took too much time on that execute. Weren't able to get out, got flanked. Trying to reposition, so
I think you
Credit to
noted
Hop.
last game, the Protocol Droids does that. They like to play together on their T sides and leave the flanking possibilities open, and it came back to bite them here.
100%, yeah. I think if you're gonna play as 5, you gotta be
Oh, no smoke.
active
They're
and
running.
drive by. He has a lot of bullets, a lot of people on the screen. Gets taken down. Now this is gonna be a 3v4 retake. No guns except for just an AK and Party on his bench position. Ugh. So Skyline, P2 hand. Party takes one down. 1v2. Doesn't know where the second guy is. Takes him down. 1v1. Gonna reposition. He knows where he is now. Okay, has to play the time. No. Oh. Just not enough info here, and he goes looking for it. Gets taken down by Crocubot. And P250 and AK, that was a big save there from that T side, and they almost brought it back from that 2v4.
Yeah, I think that was a round they had no business winning. No smoke to cover the fire. They're running through there with pistols. It just didn't seem likely, but they translated to a bomb plant and 4 kills. I mean, that might be enough of a, of a win of a loss, if that makes sense, for Protocol Droids to make a good buy this round and to run with it.
That's 2 crushing rounds won by the Kegshots. If you're on that bot team, you got to get the mental right. Maybe you take attack at some point here, maybe, but oh. So towards just making control for this bot side. So now Jello gonna get boosted again. We saw this once already. Gonna hit the shot, and now Party gets taken down. Gonna stay towards mid. Trying to go for more 0, takes one down. Zippy gets taken down too, and it all falls apart for bot once again. Credit to this Hop team for their aggressiveness and their team play.
I'm impressed they're escaping.
100%, yeah, and they're gonna be fighting this potential cat push, but looks like the T's just trying to go maybe get a cheeky kill off someone. Not expecting them to be there. CT's now just giving full mid control to these T's, just willing to play the advantage and meet them at the site hit. They're expecting that jump in the sniper. Looks like it might be a save here from this bot side. They don't have a lot of info. So yeah, just gonna run the clock down. Save these AKs, bring them into the next round. Scrockybot might find them, actually. Oh, he's gonna creep in there. So keep holding the angle. Gets taken down. They know where they are, though. They could try and hunt here. Not gonna get too aggressive. Gonna play it safe. As Hop winning the round off that aggressive boost in mid and that op play from Jello, taking down 2. There's now another tech coming out, and it seems like the CT's aggression on the CT half has been paying off, like what we saw in Dust. Wondering if we might get another overtime this game after the side switch.
It's entirely possible. I mean, both teams probably have played Mirage a million times. They probably have an idea what they want to play. 6-3 is not that crazy of a scoreline, right? You know, it's definitely within the possibility of changing. And we saw it's completely possible Protocol Droids will have a really good second half. So it's looking like this could be a really crazy game. I've noticed a lot of our overtime games typically seem to be like games where at least both teams are even on both halves. It doesn't seem to be like a runaway on one side and a runaway on another, but those definitely happen. We've seen it before. It just doesn't seem as common. These teams, though, are something else.
Now, bit of a half buy here for this T side. 2 AKs. You have a Eagle P250 Mac 10, so we'll see if they can make something of it. As now Joe taken down early into the round. Now T's are just going to play with that man advantage, going to take some mid control. Becomes a little bit awkward as party jumping in, heard him. Oh man. Big exchange there. It's now the CT in a bit of trouble. Bot comes out towards this apartment's position. Down, kills exchange. 2v2 now. Boyface could catch a timing here. Looks away, drive by. Boyface all to do, gets taken down, and alright, bot. Good round to get right there. Skyline 3 kills in the round. And Jello just going down early. Now in towards this mid and aid sort of split, but I don't think they do an A split. They just want this mid control. So Zippy gonna work out here towards this connected position. Might catch a CT unaware. Drive-by goes down. Doesn't know that he's towards ramp. Gets taken down. So the T's activate off that. Looks like they're gonna try and jump up into that sniper position. Boyface gonna take the contact here. So pulls out a nade. Gets taken down. Oh man, that's fit. Takes the T down in connector. As our Crocubot gets taken down himself, and now 2 players on this cat position to retake into the A site. But good position for the op if they get a little risky and try and fight it. It looks like they won't. T in towards CT and then 1 in towards main, so that's going to be a difficult retake. But it looks like they're going to back off here. Opt to save. It's now 5th round for bots.
Wasn't this a similar situation with Jello saving an op and Fit saving, or maybe it was drive-by in the first, but it was somebody else. I think it was Jello and somebody else saving 2 guns in the first match.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I believe so.
yeah, it's just certain things, certain patterns. Nice shot. There we go.
Okay. That doesn't really it doesn't really impact the econ too much, that kill, but it's good for the mental. You know, you're sitting on 13-6, you're feeling good. You're feeling like you can hit your shots. And for Kegshots, you know, going up 7-5 would be the ideal here, but if you're bot, you can tie it up right here and then go into your CT side, the side which we saw they were more confident in, with an even better scoreline than last time. Now drive-by, aggressive in towards this palace position. Would be pushing into a T. 2 people here. So Skyline takes down one, Crocubot takes Skyline down. So if he hears him, he's gonna know. He'll probably drop off and then just die. Oh. Doesn't happen like that. Zippy gets taken down. Three v 4 now for these T's, and they have mid control, so they can jump up into the sniper position again. No one is posted sniper, so if they do jump up into the sniper, they'd have no idea. Looks like they won't. So in towards this split, Cat and B. CT posted in this apps position. Droids gonna catch contact here. Selchi goes down. 2 T's in towards this cat push. Party boosted up, takes one down. Forward face awkward fight here. Has an MP9, not great for long range. Jeez. Stomping up close. Have to take him down quickly. 15 seconds on the board. 2v2 now. You have to get bombed down.
Bomb has been planted.
2 Jello. Crocubot. In for this retake. So both players in towards market. And Molly out that main position, eliminating it. Sarah goes down. Two CTs, 1446. Like to go down quickly here. Party takes one down. Crocubot and Party. Just catches his back. Oh, gets taken down through the bench. And Crocubot has enough time to defuse, and it'll be 7 for Hop.
That came down to the wire there. Crocubot 14 health on that. Very, very close. Maybe even a little bit of spam back would have done that, but it's hard to tell in the moment if that's really the right call, if you should shoot back or just buy time. I understand what he was trying to do behind the wall there. You know, you kind of hold, and also you don't really expect a lot of AK and M4 spam through those types of positions. You kind of really only expect the op to be that dangerous, but here we are, 5-7 scoreline with bot down 2 rounds, hoping to bring it back on their CT side.
A lot closer scoreline than Dust too, so we'll see if bot can bring it back again from this 2-round deficit. I'm sure they can. So now in towards this A hit. Util going down the stairs. Fights in towards CT, the skyline. Not able to hit ahead. Salchi takes Jello down. Those exchange. These T's are trying to get in towards the CT position, but there's just too many people. Does not fit. Gets taken down. And credit to those CTs in that CT position, able to live for as long as they could, able to give the connector CTs enough time just to flank around, put them in a good position to clean up the rest of them. So big round for bot to get. So it looks like the T's actually opting to full buy here with Max and Tech 9, so it looks like it's going to be a B push. I think maybe B contact. I'll feel out the round. Five T's in towards this apartment's position. They do have a jump spotter, they'll know. Shots exchanged, they should know that we have someone posted here. There's a nade. 43 damage on the fit. So I think they're trying to make it seem like there's only one lurker here, but so it looks like they'll go back towards this T-spawn position. But not a lot of value there from that kind of 5 market. It looks like they'll go out mid. Flash cat player. Zippy now. Trying to take down this Tech 9 player. Crocubot goes down. This is going to be a fast A hit, but everyone's towards mid. So they'll have to rush back. Zero through the wall headshot. Gets taken down after that. Just getting bombed down with here. Joe taking Stalin down. And then gets flanked from CT. Joe with the Mac takes one down and then gets taken down himself. Salchi able to get the defuse, and we have an even score line. Once again.
Costs them a lot to get to it, but they eventually get to it.
The economy is not too great for either side here. A lot of value with, just the Max and Galil's just able to take down 4 players. So either team wins, you're kind of breaking the other team's economy here.
And if it's a back and forth slugfest, generally T-side economy is better. So I think you're going to see the Protocol Droids feel a little bit of pressure to make this round count.
So Zippy playing around this mid smoke. Zippy playing aggressive towards this mid position. So catches the T unaware. Crocubot going down. So Execute comes out from this hop side. Smokes down. No smoke on CT. In fact, have we seen a CT smoke come out? Before bomb goes down, Blurry Face takes down Zippy. Zero with the scout. Big headshot there. Your Blurry Face, you have a lot of work to do. 1v2 gets taken down. 8th round for bot.
So it seems this is not the first time these teams have played each other this season. And not only that, the previous time they played, the maps were Dust 2 and Mirage. And their Dust 2 match went into overtime, and it was Kegshots who won it 16-13, instead of what we saw tonight, which is Protocol Droids winning it by the same amount.
So, very evenly matched teams, and we saw a bit of revenge there from the Protocol Droids, able to take that map back that they lost earlier in the season. So Crocubot with the Tech 9 taking down Zippy. That was boost, probably not to be expected. Able to see him through the smoke, and Sarah takes him down. Big flash from Blurry Face, setting up Crocubot so well for that fit. It's not fit, able to take down Skyline. I mean, wow, just clinical from this hop team, just able to use their utility, flashing off all the angles, and then taking the contact from that A main position, taking down Skyline, who was focused towards that connector position. So in towards this B hit. This hop. So she gets taken down, and 1v4 for Zero, who has the op. Just opt to save it. We saw last map too. Hop had a lot more enemies flash than this bot side. I think we did see bot boost into that lower tunnel position from Cat. Bit of team play on both sides. Zero gonna find this key here. We'll hit this shot onto drive-by. We'll just get out of there. So back to even score.
Yeah, neither team wants to give ground here. This is, I mean, there's going to be a lot riding on these next few rounds. You want to get the score line as far away. You want to break the economy as fast as possible.
Mag 7 under. Aggressive play. Drive by. Might not expect it. Gets taken down immediately. No smoke. He just has to live. Just has to live. Could get out of here. He doesn't want to. He wants to stay and fight party. Feeling confident after Mag 7 gonna get back under. Oh. He execute in towards A, but I believe bomb's mid. Skyline. They don't see him. Spot him out. If it takes down 0. Salchi on the flank gets spotted and gets taken down.
There were some kills there. Protocol droids could have gotten very close. Hard to get with pistols, but it was very dangerous. They made it very, very, very dangerous.
And Party getting that opening pick with that Mag 7 as he might go for it again, honestly. He's going for the double dipper.
It's going to mid,
he's
though.
going top mid. He's going top mid this time. 2 CTs in towards his top mid position. Spotted out. CT's controlled mid. I don't know if I'd keep my team here this long though. It looks like the T's slowly regaining control of this mid. Zippy, big shot! Big shot onto that palace position as now the T's are finally going to start taking Party with the Mag 7. Headshot. Headshot again. Oh, he's going for a third. Takes him down. Gets 3 with the Mag. It's just easy for him. In fact, just continue using the Mag 7 all game. They're going to take Party down. But now it's a 4v1 for Fit. Not much you could do with bomb down. Selchi backstab here. That's taken down. Oh, and the disrespect too.
I think that's a little bit of the stress showing here. Tonight they're being forced to work for every round. And, you know, we got to give a lot of credit, obviously, to Party. Those Mag 7 kills were great. But it's worth pointing out, they were set to clear him. He was 1 pixel away from death, and it was Zero's crossfire with him that made them turn away and forced to fight 2 different angles at once that made Party into the hero that he was tonight.
That might be the momentum switch right there. For the spot side, for the breakout. A bit of an awkward buy here. Use T's. Tech 9. The Mac. Best equipment, but Worker's playing around the smoke as Zippy goes down. Zero with you up. T's in towards this mid control. So just feeling the round out as center player goes up, gets taken down. Salchi shot at. Back up off the angle. Some connector smoke clears. Skyline takes down 2. 4v2 now. Gel in towards App's position. Talking about playing alongside him. They had to clear out this van player. Not able to take him down. Gets taken down in Party. The solid 2 there. Close out the round.
I think you're right. The momentum has shifted there. That round did it. This round is maybe just putting it into second gear. It's going to be dangerous. The 2 ops now are coming out for Protocol Droids. They liked running this on Dust. They didn't see as much success as you'd expect, but CT side here on Mirage has been much easier for both teams. I'm really expecting the double op to make a huge impact right here. Although I'll have a caveat with this. Kegshots are on an eco. They're calling the timeout. and they just finished discussing whatever it is they're going to do. This might be a fast play. It could catch the ops out. If it's not a fast play, or if they get stopped by the grenades, then Protocol Droids should have this.
About to see where the ops are playing, but it looks like they're gonna split up. Looks like it may not be, maybe a fake on one site. As early info for the CTs, they're going in towards that palace position. Util comes out, but they know no one's palace, so they might not bite on that fake. Snow Zero, yeah, you're right about the op getting tagged down. Oh, not able to hit the shot. Has two ops on the same site. They're trying to fight. They're in towards T-spawn right now. And Barty gonna take him down, but I mean, he's have control of B. But it might not matter. Salchi already in towards the site, gets taken down. I mean, they have a long rotate here. Gonna hear the market player. He's just jumping. Gets off. Gets taken down. And it could be a disaster for bots. 3v2. Fake gonna take him down. Rockybot not able to get him. No. No, leaves it all to Fit now. Fake gonna take him down. No. Ah. Another close clutch by Fit. And just not able to close it out. His bots go to 11.
I'm seriously questioning how much longer Fit really has to play in Nova. He really seems like he's playing really well. It's just, I mean, you know, it's just a bit here and a bit there. He's not able to do these clutches, but these are big, you know, tasks here. 1v3s and such. You can't really expect people to pull those off, but he's playing so well. He's so close to getting these. If he improves even just a fraction, you're going to see him hit these.
CT's control of mid. They're actually aggressing as Zippy up towards the top mid position. Smoke a little awkward. Able to take down Crocubot. Fights the second T. Boryface takes him down. Awkward fight from Drive-By. Takes down Party. 4v3 now, but Salchi just running in. Both of them are unaware. Salchi goes down, and now they know they have sight. They're just gonna run in and take it. 0. Opting to try and retake this to see if they can close it out and get that point. So takes down Jello. Medium 2. You know the ops in market. You know he's cat. Smoke goes down. He's just gonna have to go through it. Flashes through. Actually flashes his teammate a bit. Boyface goes down. Gun takes down Fit. Drive-By goes down. And it is match point for the bots. As they'll get the defuse and bring it to 12.
That was a fantastic retake. That's the kind of stuff on CT side we were missing on the Dust side. Now, some might say that's because a lot of those retakes are hard on B. You've got 50 smokes and B side lockdown. Retakes are hard to come by, but Mirage, not so much, I guess. These guys are showing how it's done. 12-9. You know, I mentioned that they played each other before on Dust and Mirage. The last time they played Mirage, the stats that I'm looking at show Kegshots had won it with a scoreline of 13-10. Protocol Droids might be returning the favor with a one-round differential here, winning it maybe 13-9 if they can pick this round up.
That's the improvement over, you know, over time playing in the league. Teams can get flipped. Teams get better. Teams are able to, honestly, sweep teams that they weren't able to do before, so it's not random. Necessarily Zero takes down Fit in mid. As Party takes down Crocubot, and these double ops are just doing immense work here as Drive-By gonna take the contact here. Salchi gonna opt to get out a bit safe with that smoke. 3v5, this is not what you want on map point to open with 2 dead. Oh, it's a grouping for a B hit here. Salchi still playing aggressively on that balcony position. Flash comes in for both teams. Chelsea takes down one. Smoke comes into window. Jello takes down one. Looks like off that utility, they'll reposition the party. Just watching in this house position. Might expect it here. Porterface takes him down. Now, a lack of info for the CTs. Jello gonna slowly creep in. Zero has the op. Scoped in on him. I don't think he saw his shoulder there. Zero sees him, hits the shot on Jello. Now Porterface gets taken down and is 13 for Protocol Droids. It's taking both Dust and Mirage.
What a wild ride here. Protocol Droids starting off map 1, almost looking down and out. 3-9 was their scoreline at first half. They bring it back so that it's even. They win in overtime. Map 2 here, 5-7 scoreline first half. They're down by only 2 rounds, and then a dominating CT side performance, 8-2, leading to a final score here in Mirage, 13-9 for Protocol Droids. I'll tell you, both teams have a lot to show here. They're both very good at what they do. They have very good players individually speaking, obviously, but collectively, their team play has been really good. I mean, obviously, you can't play Counter-Strike perfectly. Mistakes being made by both teams. Particularly, I noticed on map 1, right? Then, dropping so many CT-sided rounds. But this feels more like playoffs to me. I said that before looking after the first map, but both these maps really, you could see the momentum, you could see the fever pitch, you could see both teams really putting in serious effort, not giving any ground. This is the kind of Counter-Strike I like to watch, and I hope we're going to see more of this going up into the end of the season.
Well, excellent analysis there by Leclerc. That's the end of map 2. Protocol Droids Kegshots. Protocol Droids taking it 2-0. And I believe they will be the second on the table after today. Kegshots going down. This has been Entry Point Esports, entrypointesports.com, the website if you want to sign up. And I've been Uber. That's been Bible Clinger, my co-host. You all have a good night. Thank you.